the spine. Willibus Wallaby walked along, listening to the sounds of the night. He heard an owl, a frog, a shark, and from far, far away, the sound of a lonely violinist practicing scales. But suddenly, it started to rain harder. Yes, it was a heavy rain now. Willibus Wallaby quickened his pace, and as the wind started to blow in great gusts, he began to look frantically around for a place, any place to seek shelter. Suddenly, he saw a house with a large porch and a light on inside. He climbed the steps up to the porch. Finally, shelter from the rain, but not from the wind. That wind, that cruel, harsh wind, it seemed to rip away at his clothing as if it had chosen him, Willibus Wallaby, as its victim. Willibus Wallaby's heart started to beat faster. He knocked on the door. Slowly, slowly, the door opened. But no one was there. Wait, someone was there. Willibus Wallaby looked down, and there, standing before him, was a single, solitary, ghostly white kitty. The kitty approached him. It rubbed itself against his leg and purred loudly, as if to say, "Dare to enter this house, and you shall never leave alive." But for some reason, Willibus Wallaby found himself being drawn into that house as if controlled by a force greater than he. Willibus Wallaby entered the house. He found himself being drawn from room to room as if guided by a ghostly presence that he could neither see nor feel. He entered a sort of library. There was a heavy, musty smell in the room. He heard the sound of scuttling rats. Through the dim light, he could make out bookcases towering above him. Never before had he seen such tall bookcases. His eye followed the bookcases all the way up to what seemed like an impossibly high ceiling. He heard from somewhere a clock striking 9. He felt himself being drawn into the kitchen. There were those scuttling rats again. And then he saw it. On the table, sitting right there on the table, just inches away from him. Oh, it was too horrible to picture. Yet picture it we must. Yes, sitting right there on the table, on a flowery china plate, was a cupcake. And on top of that cupcake was sickly looking orange frosting. And on top of that, a jelly bean. And it was. Could it be? Yes. The jelly bean was licorice. The sheer horror of this sight was enough to shock him back into consciousness. Now, having fully regained his senses, one thought and one thought only flashed in his mind like a strobing neon light. Escape. Willibus Wallaby bolted out of the room, down the corridor, through yet more rooms, another corridor, doors bursting open as he flew like a rocket through the house. He arrived at the front entryway, but standing before him again was the purring kitty. However, the kitty was no match for his frenzy, and he sped towards that front door. Oh wait, the kitty was a match. The kitty ate him.